Hello everybody. Our graduation ceremony is about to begin very, very shortly. Just a few housekeeping matters before Bruce Mackenzie, the Chief Executive of Holmesglen, conducts the ceremony. If you have a mobile phone, could you please switch it off immediately? Graduates too. It's lovely to see so many of the younger members of your families, but please, parents, remember that we would like the dignity of tonight's ceremony to be respected, so if they do get a little rowdy, if you can please make sure that they stay as disruptive as possible, as least disruptive as possible. That's a very bad instruction first up. Now, of course, in case of any emergency, you've come in through either these two side entrances or through the back. Obviously, the exit will be the same. The main issue is to stay calm, and staff will direct you to the proper exit. Please now stand as the academic procession enters the theatre and remain standing for the national anthem. Let's now join together for the national anthem. You can take your seats now. Distinguished guests, members of the board, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the plenary hall at the Melbourne Convention Centre. My name is Beverly O'Connor, and it is a great delight to be with you as Master of Ceremonies for this evening. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we meet, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I pay my respects to their elders, both past and present. We are all here this evening for a very significant milestone in the lives of our Holmesglen graduands, their graduation. A special welcome to the families, friends and supporters of our graduates, some of the most important people in their lives. Also, welcome to the staff of Holmesglen who have helped them on their journey. Tonight, we acknowledge the hard work and dedication of our graduates from the following faculties: Health Science, Community Studies and Education, Flexible Training Centre, Language and Vocational Pathways, and Business and Finance. Our graduates come from very, very different backgrounds. For some, they are the very first in their families to achieve a tertiary qualification. Some already have families of their own to support. There are others whose loved ones are far away. And there are those who have returned to study. This evening, you are all united in your achievement and your shared experience. You are graduating from an educational institution which has an enviable record of excellence and innovation in education, and whose courses and graduates are highly regarded by employers across the country. Since its establishment in 1982, Holmesglen has become Victoria's largest vocational education and training provider. It operates from 3 major campuses in Chadstone, Glen Waverley and Moorabbin, numerous workplaces and offshore, delivering over 13 million hours of training to over 50,000 students every year. Holmesglen is one of the most diverse educational institutions in Australia, covering all industry sectors, with courses ranging from nursing to conservation to cookery, and from the building trades to international business and stage management. Holmesglen students range in age from 15 right through to students in their 80s. They come from over 100 different countries and speak 165 different languages. We are all incredibly proud of all our graduates here this evening, none more so than Holmesglen's Chief Executive, who will formally get this evening's proceedings underway. Please, ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Mr. Bruce Mackenzie.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduands, welcome to this conferral function. Tonight we are celebrating the achievements of students, our graduates. We are also acknowledging the support our graduates have had. We believe that publicly acknowledging outstanding student achievements is an important function of educational institutions, and this ceremony is about celebrating our graduate successes. Our graduates, all of whom have successfully completed a tertiary qualification at Holmesglen, come from all walks of life. We have over 50,000 students who enrol with us annually. Some of these are international students and others are new arrivals, all who have made or will make a rich contribution to the diversity and vibrancy of Australian society. Our graduation ceremonies now include degrees. Holmesglen's move into offering degrees to our students is based upon the ethos that Holmesglen exists to meet the needs of our students, and that they should be given every opportunity to achieve their educational aspirations. The demand for our degrees has been encouraging. Industry, through its professional bodies, has been overwhelmingly supportive. Our building degrees are endorsed by the Australian Institute of Building, and our accounting degree by all of the accounting professional bodies. Our new early childhood degree is recognised by the Victorian Institute for Teaching. Our recently accredited Bachelor of Nursing has been supported and endorsed by the Ramsay Network Group of Hospitals. This degree is a groundbreaking achievement because it is the first time that a TAFE institution in this country has received Commonwealth-funded higher education places for its students. Hopefully, it marks the beginning of a more diversified, accessible and equitable tertiary education sector in Australia. We believe at Holmesglen that tertiary education has twin functions. Firstly, develop skills in our graduates that enable them to find meaningful and rewarding employment, and secondly, but equally, to develop our students' capabilities to enable them to lead a rewarding and fulfilling life, part of which is to achieve their educational aspirations. This philosophy guides much of Holmesglen's strategic decision-making. Our graduates deserve to be rewarded, and I'm sure they will. Equally, many have had support from parents, partners, family and friends. And whilst our graduates should bask in their achievements, I do hope that you take this opportunity on this very special occasion, often once in a lifetime opportunity, to express your gratitude to those who have supported you through your studies. Whilst as graduates you have every right to be proud of your achievements this evening, the changing pace of society and the impact of globalisation means that you'll need to continue to re-educate and to improve your skills. Whilst this is often said as a truism, that is, you'll never stop learning, for a country to remain vibrant, developing your skills and abilities will play a vital role in assuring the well-being of Australia. I know that your experience at Holmesglen has given you a positive attitude towards education and self-confidence in your ability to go further. Just as it is important for an educational institution or an industry to introduce new products and services, so too must you refresh your skills and abilities. Similarly, whilst your qualification will enable you to obtain employment, the attitude that you bring to your work will determine your career progress. Qualifications are important, but only one component of a successful career. Attitude ultimately determines success, and to be successful, it takes a lot of skill. To our graduates, you have, by completing your qualifications, exceeded the achievements of much of the Australian population already. You have skills to perform successfully in your chosen career. Our students and our graduates have been supported by staff whose experiences make technical and further education institutions unique. All of our staff are professionals who have worked in a wide variety of industries before entering vocational education. For graduates, it's an interesting time. Australian society has taken for granted the enormous contribution graduates in applied studies make to our country's well-being. As a consequence, we now face a skills crisis. We are paying the price for allowing the tertiary divide between vocational and academic education to persist. Our graduates tonight, with their skills and enthusiasm, will play a pivotal role in the well-being of Australia. We are very proud of each of you, as I'm sure your parents and friends are, and wish you every success in the future, because your success validates our role as parents, teachers, friends and the value of tertiary education. Thank you for being part of Holmesglen. We all hope that you have a very happy and memorable evening. I will now commence the conferring of awards. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Holmesglen Institute, I shall confer certain degrees, graduate certificates, advanced diplomas and diplomas. I call upon Mary Ferrone, Executive Director, Educational Development and Design, to certify that the candidates to be presented to me have completed their course of study.
Mr Chief Executive, I certify to you and to Holmesglen that the candidates now presented have fulfilled the conditions prescribed for admission to certain degrees, graduate certificates, diplomas, advanced diplomas, and are entitled to be admitted to the rank, privileges and responsibilities of these qualifications. I present to you the candidates for admission to these awards.
By virtue of the authority committed to me, I shall present to each candidate the appropriate degree, graduate certificate, advanced diploma and diploma, and by so doing shall admit them to the rank, privileges and responsibilities of these qualifications.
Thank you, Mr. Mackenzie. Now to the moment you have all been waiting for, our graduation ceremony. We'll be calling our graduates in small groups, so please hold your applause until I indicate that we are at the end of our groups. Let us begin. To the Faculty of Health Science, Community Studies and Education, a diploma of out of school hours care to be presented by Rhonda Hadley. Ashley Marie Chambers. Anne-Marie Pokey. Deborah Michelle Zunica. A Diploma of Children's Services, Sadia Afrozi. Janani Albert Anthony Johnson, BC. Sky Elise Arnold. Talia Susan Arnold. We appreciate your enthusiasm. Nume Awad. Susila Balamuragan. And Heirath Majansalage Gayani A. Bandara. Please congratulate our first group. Continuing our Diploma of Children's Services, Monica Maria Basa. Deborah Susan Bernard. Samantha Biggins. Jagjit Kaur Bijan. Sharon Kanata. Roxanne Patricia Caruana. Swapna Chakraborty. Watsala Sudashani Chandrasekhara. Tsung Ti Chen. And Choi Wan Chu. What a good place to applaud our second group. Jody Marie Chiodo. Diana Elena Costabile. Luvusdura Mary S.R. de Silva. Chalani Probota de Silva. Jacinta Marie de Loso. Jessica Di Peta. Carly May Edwards. Carissa Joanne Fernandez. Tanya Aranthi Fernando, and Viada Funtasov. Please congratulate our graduates. Charuni Kanishka Gunaratne, Nadine Hamid, Ashley Hicks, Dilakshi Upalalika Jayawira, Shalendri Manesha Kalubawila, Ayanti Reka Gamhani Kasturia Rachige Dona, Diane Katros, Natalie Kusalas, Upeksha Prasansani Kulatunga, and Alicia Ladd. And her fan club. Let's congratulate our graduates. Still with our Diploma of Children's Services, Kathy Marianne Grigg. Caitlin McCullum. Prashani Marie Mahindu Kula Surya Vas. Kylie Narelle Miller. Naradna Mot Ishmael. Valsala Nair. Alicia Marie O'Keefe. Chandima Perez, Ginny